What do you think it really means to be a student? What do you think that means? For sure, open Wikipedia, open any wiki dictionary, and you will literally find a definition of a student as someone following a particular course of study. But I want to ask you something. Do you really think that definition, a student as someone who follows a particular course of study, really represents what it means to be a student? Think about that for a moment. When you've reached a particular milestone, say in school, rocked it in an exam, learnt a new skill, crushed it on the sports field, got into a university, or accomplished anything as a student, and by the way, we all have, every single one of us. In that moment, when you've actually accomplished something in your capacity as a student, if someone said to you, being a student means following a particular course of study, would that definition be enough to describe what it really means to you to be a student? The answer to that question, of course not. A student is not merely an individual who follows a particular course of study. You ain't no robot, a passive vessel that just takes in information and follows on like an Autobot. You don't simply take commands and then go out and execute them. There's more to you, and there's far more to being a student. A student is something that we need to redefine. A student is an individual who defines, discovers, and develops their own potential. And what do we mean by the word potential? The word potential literally means possibilities. To be a student of potential means to become a student of possibilities. To define what those are for you, to discover what those are for you, and develop what those are for you. It's not a straight path where you one day simply sit down and list it and then you go out and get it immediately. Of course, there is more to put in than that. Being a student means abandoning the old definition of someone who only follows a particular course of study. Becoming a student of potential means repeatedly defining, discovering, and developing your own potential, your own possibilities. It's a lifelong process, and it's one that never needs to stop. And that's a great thing as you continue to get to new levels. What does it mean to you to become a student of potential? Think about that. We got to redefine what it means to be a student as not just somebody who follows, but being a student as somebody who defines, discovers, and develops their own potential. Defines, discovers, and develops their own possibilities repeatedly. Enough said.